Hello, everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at New Jersey. So, Democrats do have a problem in New Jersey for 2028 in the future. Again, New Jersey went a huge Republican shift in 2024. It trended a lot, pretty much everywhere you take a look, it trended a lot more Republican. Trump saw huge gains with Latinos and Asians in New Jersey as well, which is part of the reason that we saw the state shift so red in 2024. And I do think it's going to become a problem for Democrats, especially because Republicans are still kind of gaining the voter registration in the state. And usually that's a good trend to watch out for, those gains, because that indicates a state's shifting politically. We saw that in Florida. We're seeing that a bit in Pennsylvania, that Republicans are gaining every month. I think that's really bad news for the Democrats, and they really should work on registering some voters in those states, at least try. But just taking a look at New Jersey here, it might become a lean blue state in 2028 if these trends keep continuing here, because it shifted like 10 points Republican. It went from a D plus 16 state down to a D plus 6 state. So I think that's a pretty striking political change in New Jersey, and it's a very valuable electoral vote target. It's worth 14 electoral votes. It's a pretty good amount of votes there. So Republicans would be smart to try to make this state even more competitive, put resources into it. Not a lot of campaigns even put a lot of money into this state. So just taking a look at New Jersey, we saw it go a lot of shifts, especially in Passaic County, which is a county Biden won by a pretty significant margin back in 2020. That's a huge difference here in this state, and honestly, it's a big reason why Trump made huge gains here. But we're going to take a look down here. So Ocean County is a pretty big help for Republicans in the state of New Jersey, and that gives them a lot of votes in this state. So they already have a pretty good anchor to begin with in New Jersey at this point. So that helps them get a lot of votes here, especially with them winning in the northern part of New Jersey as well. The only issue is this big blob of blue up here. If Republicans continue to cut down the margins in these counties, then they could possibly overtake the Democrats here in this state. I think the governor election for New Jersey will be a pretty good way of seeing whether or not the Republicans are really taking advantage of making the state into a battleground state at this point. So just taking a look at the map up here again. Trump flipped, I think he flipped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He flipped 5 counties here, so he actually won a majority of the counties in New Jersey, which I think is an important shift as well. And the Democrats really lost a lot of votes here. Biden won this state by about 2.6 million votes. Harris only got it by 2.2 million, so there was a huge drop off. I think there was actually a huge drop off in turnout as well, but Trump actually got a lot more votes here than he did last time around. So we should take a look at the electoral map going forward if New Jersey does become a battleground state. So let's say Trump or any Republican, well, not Trump, Trump is term limited unless they get rid of the 22nd Amendment. Let's just say that Vance somehow wins in New Jersey. That would make it a lot harder for the Democrats to make a comeback here, because if Vance just wins Pennsylvania, he's guaranteed a 269 tie. And that'll be good for the Republicans because they have a majority of House delegations and would just get the presidency anyway. So even if the Democrat ran the table here, it would only get to a tie if New Jersey were to go red. So again, a red New Jersey would be a huge problem for Democrats. Republican wins New Jersey, it's probably over. Unless they win. So let's say we get a map like this. They would have to rely on winning Pennsylvania and Georgia to win here. So it is pretty weird to see a red New Jersey and a blue Pennsylvania, but it could very well happen with all the shifts we're seeing in New Jersey. But I think it's more likely that they vote. At least if Jersey goes red, Pennsylvania most likely goes red. So just taking a look at that, that definitely hurts Democrats here. Just a red New Jersey on the map, because that forces them to, like, I don't know. So they win these states, they would have to win Nevada or Arizona to really shift that back. So I think it would be smart for Republicans to target New Jersey in the long term here. So let's just reset the map back to this. So again, Republicans, all they need to do is just keep trying to win over voters in these counties, keep registering a lot more voters. I saw that Scott Pressler, the guy who registered a lot of Republicans in Pennsylvania, he's now considering going to New Jersey to register a lot more Republicans. I think Democrats should take the 2024 election as a warning sign for them in the state of New Jersey. Because if they let this happen again, New Jersey could flip to the Republicans, and that would make it very hard for the Democrats to win a presidential election, because if Jersey's red, Pennsylvania's most likely red, and that's pretty much game over for Democrats here on this map. So again, Democrats really need to get serious about a state like New Jersey here, because even if they win Georgia, Michigan, Wisconsin, it's just not enough to make up for a red New Jersey. Okay. So again, I just think Democrats need to really look into what went down in New Jersey. Why did the Latinos and Asians shift against them? Most likely it's due to inflation. Maybe inflation hit New Jersey extremely hard in the state, and that could be an explanation for why voters turned on Democrats so hard in the state. Again, it was a lot in safe blue states. We saw pretty big shifts toward the Republicans. California got like 10 points redder, so did New York. So maybe it was a phenomenon like that, a lot of safe blue states, because there's not a lot of money being put into them. It shifted hard against the Democrats here. So that could be a potential explanation for why it shifted so red in 2024, but I think there's something long term going on in the state of New Jersey. We even saw in the 2021 governor election the race turned into a 3-point race out of nowhere when most people had it as a safe blue state. So I think there's something going on in New Jersey long term, and I think the Democrats really need to figure out what's going on. Otherwise, the Republicans are going to seize this opportunity to make New Jersey a battleground state and be able to win their 14 electoral votes. And like I said, that's really hard for the Democrats to win if New Jersey is red at this point. It just makes it that much harder. And with Pennsylvania getting a lot redder as well, it's going to be very tough for the Democrats to win. It's going to be extremely hard for them to somehow pull off a win in the state of New Jersey if we keep seeing all these huge shifts to the right in the state of New Jersey, especially with Passaic County. I think that's the biggest indicator here, because it's a very Latino county. So Trump made huge inroads with them in the 2024 election. It's just something to keep an eye on for 2028. Because New Jersey, it could be competitive in 2028. It's probably going to maybe even be closer than it was in 2024 if it's a weak Democrat in the ticket. Like, let's say they run Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom runs the risk in New Jersey turning red, in my opinion. I think he's just that much of a weak candidate. So yeah, that's just what I think about New Jersey right now, and why I think it's going to definitely be a problem for the Democrats in 2020 if they don't get their act together. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to this channel, I'd highly recommend subscribing. I'd greatly appreciate it. Other than that, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.